thought of the name Malayan because one of the inspirations in the creation of the school was our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, the pride of the Malay race, who once walked this part of the country just a little over a century ago.
Our mission is to be a global staple of excellence in professional education and research.
MCL is the #1 private school in Calabarzon.
Our mission is to provide the learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals.
To produce social wealth from the generation of new talents.
Excellence, loyalty, teamwork, discipline, and urgency. These are our core values.
To me, MCL is home.
Malayan is not just the buildings, the grounds, nor the facilities. More so, it is the people who comprise the institution. The smile of a student when he realizes that he just learned something. The embrace of friends without whom one cannot live. The values we instill, excellence and virtue.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
MCL is home.
I am Malayan.
I am Malayan.
I am
Malay.
I am Malayan. I am Malayan.
Today.
Welcome to Viewpoints. This is already our 11th, 12th, or 13th session already. Hindi ko na po maalala sa sobrang dami. So, welcome to Malayan Colleges Laguna, Amapua School. I'm Professor James Ronald Messina. I head the Registrar's Office and the Admissions Office, and I'll be your moderator for today. So, welcome to our dear parents and new students. This is Viewpoints, our online meeting to basically discuss different issues about education under the new normal. So welcome po dun sa mga participants namin who joined us since May 16. So ganun po katagal na yung Viewpoints. We started it at May 16 pa. And we had more than 10 sessions already to engage our new students and parents a meaningful discussion. Ayan. So, nakikita po namin dito sa chat box yung excitement ng ating mga participants raising questions. Good morning, Miss Alma Rojas. Ayan. So, nakikita namin dito yung excitement ng aming mga parents and students to be one with us and be engaged in our discussion. So, maraming salamat po. So, we are receiving a variety of questions from adjustments in tuition fee, about 1 MCL, about the lagging of the video, and so many other concerns. And pati providing laptops and equipment for our scholars. So, tama po kayo ng sinalihang online meeting because we will be talking about these issues today for Viewpoints. Ayan. So, welcome po sa mga parents na ngayon lang nag-join. So, meron kasi tayong mga suki from a lot of communities and iba't ibang mga towns and provinces ng Luzon. Welcome po sa inyo. Ayan. Marami po akong friends ngayon. Si Ma'am Shena, ayan, si Mark, si Baltasar. Ayan. So, good morning po sa inyong lahat. So as promised, our viewpoints for today will be focusing more on the senior high school. So kung meron po mga interested dito about the college programs, welcome po kayo because meron din naman mga discussions ng online learning dito na applicable also for college. So you may want to stay also and if you have concerns about the online enrollment. So hindi po kayo maboboard. But this session is specifically designed for senior high school. Also, allow me to invite you as early as now. On June 20, that Saturday, we'll have another viewpoint session and we will be talking about the programs under the ETU Chenko College of Business. So ano ba yung mga programs under the ETU Chenko College of Business at ano ba yung configurations na ginagawa nila for the new normal para maging competitive pa rin po yung ating programs and yung instructional delivery natin given the pandemic. So, invited po kayo kung meron po kayong kakilala na interesado sa mga business programs with a dedicated session for June 20 this coming Saturday. Okay? So, sige po, raise your questions here in the chat box. We'll be discussing them. Questions about scholarship, tuition fee, orientation for senior high school. We have submitted all the requirements for transferring to grade 12. When will we know if my child is qualified or not? So, Lisa, we are actually in open admissions. So, tama that you have submitted all the requirements. Unfortunately, saan po kaya kayo nagpasa? Kung ito po ay before the lockdown, siguro nasa amin pa yung documents ninyo. So, definitely po, give us time to evaluate the documents and we'll give you updates on your application. Ayan. So, thank you, Julie, for acknowledging that you see me. Medyo madali po talaga akong makita with my build. So, thank you very much for joining us. Regarding the scholarship exam this coming July, is safety precaution in place in MCL campus? Actually po, as early as February, safety precautions were already in place at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Pagputok pa lang po ng Taal, kaya po tayo napahaba ng suspension for more than a week because we had some time cleaning all our close to 500 aircon units at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. So, nilinis pong lahat yun dahil sabi ng mga engineers, yung mga stock na mga ashes ay delikado sa respiratory system. So, nalinis po natin yon and we made sure that the campus is ready. So, that's the assurance that I can give the parents that we are all considering the safety precautions, be it during the Taal eruption and now in the COVID-19. Bagamat hindi po kayo nakakapunta rito because all our offices are closed for the meantime, meron na po tayong mga measures ngayon. Pagpasok nyo pa lang, yung mga vehicles, meron ng disinfection na ginagawa, may foot bath, may washing stations na sa mga entrances ng campus. So, in place na po yan. And if ever we'll have residential or face-to-face classes, tuloy-tuloy po yan to assure the parents that we are following those health and safety protocols. Ayan. So, thank you very much for asking and allowing us to give you the assurance that we will be doing these measures for your children. Ayan. So, when will you start sending the GSA and payment instructions? Sige po, i-connect ko lang po yung paliwanag kung bakit dyan. Kami po ay excited na at ready na magpa-enroll ng estudyante as early as May 6 of this year. Unfortunately po, we have been waiting for official announcements from DepEd and the Commission on Higher Education on how we are going to conduct classes in the coming school year. And it was only a week or 2 weeks ago when the DepEd said that the entire school year will be fully online. And for Commission on Higher Education, ang sinasabi po, walang face-to-face classes hanggang August 1. Ang epekto po nito sa amin, mga school administrators, is that it's very difficult for us to determine the fees that we are going to charge you. Dahil baka po mamaya, singilin namin kayo ng regular, then sasabihin ng DepEd and CHED, walang klase. So overcharge kayo, i-refund niyan. So ayaw po natin mangyari yung mga yon. Total naman po, August 17 yung klase. That's why we are calibrating our fees. Alam ko po, ilang beses nyo na po yung narinig sa akin that we are calibrating the fees. But the good news for now is that for senior high school, will be giving out 20% discount on laboratory fees and miscellaneous. That's the answer to the question kanina po kung may adjustment sa fees. That's the first good news. The second good news po is that supposed to be we are planning to increase the tuition fee for academic year 2020-2021. But because of the pandemic, the administration, the management of MCL decided not to push through with the increase. And I think most of the colleges and universities, most if not all, are also considering the same para po maging sensitive din dun sa mga pinagdadaanan ng ating mga kababayan. So yun po yung promise namin sa inyo, will not be increasing the fees for the incoming new students. And second, we are adjusting the lab fees and the miscellaneous fees. Para po yung comments dito na hindi naman magagamit yung lab, hindi naman magagamit yung mga facilities, yung gym. So we have already considered those. So once na makuha nyo po yung generated schedule and assessment o yung GSA na tinatawag, yung binabanggit dito sa chat box, ano na po yun? Real charging na po yun, meaning to say, hanggat maaari po, wala na tayong gagawing adjustments doon dahil na-factor in na po yung discounts for the upcoming school year because of the absence of face-to-face classes for senior high school. Ayan. Required po ba ang voucher for senior high school? Hindi po. Dahil ito po ay optional, pag hindi po kayo nag-apply, definitely po, hindi nyo po makukuha yon. Pero pwede pa rin po kayong mag-senior high. So, by application po ito sa government, linawin ko lang po, hindi po sa MCL nag-a-apply ng, hindi po kayo sa MCL mag-a-apply ng voucher, kundi po sa PAYAC, Private Education Assistance Committee. That's the organization, that's the agency tapped by the government to administer the voucher program of the Department of Education. Thank you, Jersey, for joining at least 2 viewpoint sessions. Is there a way para mapanood ko yung previous viewpoints na na-miss ko? Yes, it's in the YouTube channel of Malayan Colleges Laguna. Stay tuned also, siguro within the day, we'll be posting in our website all the links ng viewpoint session since May 16 para ma-view ninyo. Ayan. Kaya ako palipat-lipat ng lugar at saka papalit-palit ng damit para pag chinek nyo yung mga viewpoint sessions, you will be assured na iba-iba yung discussions. And all of these are live. And we actually answer the questions based on what is posted, what are posted in our chat box. So please help us facilitate this session by sending us comments and questions that you want answers in our chat box. Regarding the required documents for online enrollment, can you clarify on the following? Parang naputol. Yan. So later, siguro po madidiscuss natin ito. Ms. Hazel Mendoza told us that she will get back to us on July, but the deadline for my daughter's old school is on June 26. So if possible, we would like to know the results on or before June 25. Is it possible? Nasaan yung first part ng tanong ni Lisa? Okay. Ano kaya yung deadline ng June 25? Ayan. I have sent a course message to the instructors in the EMS asking for assistance regarding enrollment. I haven't received a reply. Please drop your complete name. We will call you right now. Our enrollment advisors are doing the calls. Yeah. So you may want to text our number so that we can call you right now if you need assistance. Ayan. So pasensya po dahil ang aming pong enrollment advisors ay naka-assign sa more than 100 students. So medyo nalalampasan po talaga yung iba, but best effort po, we're trying to reach everyone. And that's precisely what Viewpoints session is all about. Para kayo po ay makapag-send sa amin ang inyong mga concerns and we can attend to them instantly. Ayan. So, marami rin naman po nagsasabi na maganda po yung aming response rate. Thank you very much po. And we are really keeping that promise that we will respond to your inquiries the soonest possible time. We'll submit my requirements, then proceed with enrollment and payment. Just want to ask If she passed the scholarship in July, will the payment be refunded? Yes po, as stipulated in the guidelines, you can enroll, and definitely if the student qualifies for a scholarship, we will reassess the school fees and apply the value of the scholarship. Ganon din po sa voucher. Kapag nag-qualify po yung anak ninyo sa voucher, nabigyan kayo ng Qualified Voucher Recipient Certificate or QBR certificate, definitely we will be we will be applying the fees to the, the charges of the voucher to the school fees. Ayan po. May I know where will the 80% lab fee be used? Number one po, yung fee structure, good thing that you raised that so that we can clarify that here in the viewpoints. Sa totoong buhay po, ang laboratory sessions po natin na ini-enroll ng bata ay 1 unit. Sa isang 1 unit po, ang contact hours are 1.5 hours for the typical lecture course. But that is different for laboratory courses because the classes are actually doubled. So yung class period po sa halip na 1.5 nagiging 3. And the reason yung binabayad po natin sa instructors for the extended time, partly po ay nanggagaling po yon sa laboratory fees. Yan. Tapos definitely po, our instructors will be doing simulated experiments and demos. So may mga cost din po yon in terms of materials, in terms of other instruments. So doon po napupunta yung 80% na yon. And if you review po, yung ating naman po mga laboratory fees ay reasonably charged. So hindi po yan na overpriced. So definitely po, napupunta po yan dun sa ating mga instructors na nag-extend ng oras for the laboratory sessions. Ayan. So when can we avail the assessment? Promise po within the week, makukuha nyo po yung assessment na yan. And let me announce also that our scholarship examination will be on July 23. Yan. So please mark your calendars. We'll be releasing also an announcement through Facebook today. So that's July 23, Thursday. That will be our scholarship exam. Para kanino po yung July 23? For those who would like to apply sa aming mga scholarship programs, yung Enter Admissions Exam Scholarship, discounts, yan. Rather yung discount po, right away, i-apply natin yan. Pero yung academic scholarship po natin, July 23, 2020, that's Thursday, that is our schedule for the scholarship exam. So pupunta po kayo dito, lahat po ng mag-a-apply, meron po tayong deadline. Our deadline is July 17. So we'll be posting the guidelines today. Until July 17, magsasubmit po kayo ng application. And July 23 po, Thursday, that will be the qualifying exam. So please mark your calendars. Again, July 17, 2020, deadline for scholarship application, and July 23, the schedule for the qualifying exam. Sit-down exam po yan. 1 day lang po yan, July 23, para po sa gustong mag-apply. And we want to make the playing field level for everybody. Kaya sit-down exam po yan on July 23. Pakispread po yung news sa maraming nagtatanong tungkol sa ating scholarship program. July 23 yung qualifying exam. And again, kung kayo po ay mag-enroll na within the week because you want to secure the slot and you still want to apply for the scholarship, we will reassess the fees that you have paid and we will apply the value of the scholarship benefit that you get. And kung ano po yung difference po nun, i-apply natin sa balance. Kung may sobra, i-refund po namin yan sa inyo. Okay, so ayan po ang ating, ito po yung mga answers ko sa mga questions about scholarship, about online admission. Supposed to be po, ang hard copy ng aking online application ay pinasasubmit po ng day ng entrance exam. Pero inabutan na po ng lockdown. Kalimutan mo na yan, Ryan. Because we are now in open admissions, please check the guidelines. Our admissions team members will be posting the link to our website for the guidelines. and just follow the steps so that you can be guided and as properly assisted in the process ng open admissions and enrollment. My child is an ESC grantee. Is she still eligible to take the scholarship exam on July 23? Yes po. Yan. Ang ESC po ay hindi po siya scholarship. So ito po ay subsidy ng government. So kung ma-avail nyo po yan, tapos deserving yung bata to be given academic scholarship, hindi po natin i-deprive yung bata ng scholarship na yon. So you are most welcome, Arwen, to send us your daughter on July 23 for the scholarship qualifying exam. But take note, July 17 po yung deadline for submission of application. Online din po yung ating submission through Blackboard Learn. Hanggang end of the school year po ba magiging online ang klase? Yes, for senior high school, because that is the pronouncement of the Department of Education that this school year will be fully online. Ngayon, may tanong, paano pag pinayagan na yung face-to-face? Yes, pag pinayagan na po yung face-to-face, you are assured that all the equipment, all the facilities of Malayan Colleges Laguna are ready for the face-to-face classes. Kahit po mamayang hapon, kung papayagan ng gobyernong magklase, pwede po natin yung i-proceed dahil naka-ready po ang teachers, naka-ready po ang facilities for actual face-to-face classes. Do we have to submit another set of requirements for applying for scholarship? Wala na po. Heidi, no need for another set of requirements. Nasa amin na po yan. We will just give you the link to the online form just to give some personal information so that you may be counted as one of those who are interested for the scholarship program. Is June 30 the final date of submitting the requirements for enrollment? Yes po. Lilinawin ko lang po, kaya po tayo nagsiset ng final date for the submission of requirements. Dahil gusto na po namin kayong enroll. Bakit? Dahil gusto na po namin kayong mag-attend ng aming learning sessions na in preparation for online learning. Anong ibig sabihin po nito? Ayaw namin kayong pagsimulain sa August 17. Take note, start of classes, August 17. Ayaw namin kayong pagsimulain ng klase nang wala man lang proper orientation. That's why we are setting July 1 to August 15 as what? A 45-day preparatory online learning program for our new students so that you will be properly guided, you will be what? May streamline kayo sa Malayan Colleges Laguna, magkaroon kayo ng overview on what to expect on our online learning para pagdating ng August 17 at actual take na kumbaga sa pelikula, hindi kayo magugulat at hindi kayo mako-culture shock. So we want to ready you. We want to get you ready for online learning. That's why July 1, mag-i-start na tayo dun sa program na yon. Pero definitely, we want you to enroll before July 1. Kaya po, please, magpasa na po tayo ng requirements sa Blackboard Learn so that we can process your enrollment. Ayan. Is there any attire requirement during online classes? Ayan, si Sarina in Richmond. Ayan. Sa bagay ako, nag-online session pero conscious din ako sa R, di ba? Wala naman po. Wala tayong required attire for online classes. Pero kung gusto ninyong ma-feel yung learning environment at saka yung mood ng learning, pwede naman kayong magsuot ng mga pinapamigay naming MCL shirts. So if you happen to apply and pay the application fee nung wala pang lockdown, nabigyan kayo ng aming MCL shirt, siyempre mas maganda sa webcam na suot-suot nyo yun. Okay? When will we proceed to GSA? We have submitted all the requirements within the week. Andrea, please expect us to send the GSA. Supposed to be po. Okay, I have answered some of them. We submitted all the requirements. Lisa, I suggest you text one of our numbers. Our admissions team are on hold. They will be calling you bago matapos ng viewpoint session. So, I suggest you text one of our numbers. Ayan. Ayan. Pakitext nyo po, hindi Lisa. And to all other listeners, please text any of these numbers and we will call you during the viewpoint session so that you can get assistance from us na mas mabilis. Yan. Paano kung walang affidavit of undertaking, statement of compliance, and accident insurance form na ipapasa? Wala po kaming mapaprocess na enrollment, Kay. So lahat yan nasa blackboard, nasa template na yan. Ipipill up lang ng mga pangalan at mga important details and you will submit it to us through Blackboard Learn. So I don't think we can process the enrollment without the enrollment documents such as statement of compliance, affidavit of undertaking, and accident insurance application form. Again, please, nasa Blackboard Learn na po yung templates na yan. Hindi kayo ang gagawa ng template na yan. Ipipill up lang at ipapasa. Okay? Laptops, I'm assuming for those students that already has laptop, no longer required. Ulitin ko lang po, Marky, we are not requiring new students to buy laptops from us. Hindi po yan ang business ng MCL. Meron lang po mga magulang na nag-request if we can help them look for suppliers ng laptop dahil nagkakaubusan na daw sa mall o yung iba naman, mas tiwala sila na yung mga specifications na kailangan for online learning ay mas makukuha natin kapag ka MCL yung nag-facilitate ng purchase. So actually it's an added service for our students. So for the record, we're not selling laptops. We will just be nominating suppliers so that you can get the good deals from them. Normally po yung mga extended warranty, freebies, at saka yung mga business models po ng laptop. Ano ibig sabihin? Ito po yung mga laptop units na ginagamit sa offices. Normally, mas matibay po yung mga yon. At normally po, hindi rin yan binibenta sa market. Pero since MCL is on corporate account, we can refer you to our suppliers so that you can get these business laptops at a cheaper price with good deals. So, pero definitely po, we are still on BYOD. What is BYOD? Bring your own device. Kung meron na kayong laptop, hindi na po kailangang bumili. Ayan. So, sabi ni Carol, Sir Messina, can we still avail the free t-shirt from MCL? Yes po, lahat po ng mag-e-enroll na hindi pa nabibigyan ng t-shirt nun, we will be issuing you MCL shirts. So kasama po yan sa pa-welcome namin sa inyo. So definitely po, pag pwede na tayo magpapasok dito, definitely po, gusto namin kayong i-welcome properly here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Ayan. So, okay na, Marky. So, that's it. So far, yung Switch, yung supplier ng Apple products, you'll find them in Soledad and some malls, yung Switch. They are already offering education pricing for MCL students. So, punta lang kayo dun sa Switch. Sabihin niyo na kayo ay estudyante ng MCL, you present a proof of enrollment once you are enrolled. And you can buy laptops from them, MacBook. Normally, mga MacBook and MacBook Air, pwede ring iPad and iPhones. So, discounted yan sa Switch. Pakita lang kayo ng proof of enrollment from Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Ayan. Definitely po, will assist the parents, Jocelyn, on the laptop purchase. Yan. So, gusto rin po namin kayong tulungan. Wala po kaming additional charge dyan. But definitely po, we will be helping you on that. Arlene, what is the maximum number of students for the online class? Hindi po tayo nagtataas ng number of classes, 40, so that the faculty members can still attend to the needs of the students. So, still at 40. Okay? So, meron na po tayo mga questions dito na academic. So, to join us today is the Senior High School Principal of Malayan Colleges, Laguna. So, if you have questions, feel free to raise them now. Sasagutin po yan ni Teacher Tony. So, join me in welcoming Teacher Tony Rose Levita of the Senior High School Department. Good morning, Ma'am Tony.
Good morning, Sir James.
And welcome. And, thank you again for accepting my invitation to join us for today. This is our second session now. We had last June 11. So we have 156 participants, and this is the biggest delegation of our participants for Viewpoints. Ayan.
Yes,
So,
even bigger than last week's.
yes, I will now turn over the discussion to Teacher Tony. You may proceed.
Okay, thank you, Sir James. Good morning again to all our dear parents, and even students. Probably there are students who are joining us this morning for this Viewpoints, and we'll be talking about how the senior high school classes will proceed in this new normal. Probably by this time, a lot of you are already curious, even excited on how classes will be conducted this coming school year. Hindi naman po lingid sa inyong kaalaman at nasa balita naman po yan, no? Araw-araw naririnig natin na update din tayo ni DepEd ni Secretary Briones on how classes in the basic education should be conducted, and we will not veer away from the mandate of DepEd. Kung ano po ang pinag-uutos, ang sinasabi sa atin ng DepEd, dun po tayo susunod. So, as of now, may nakikita na po akong questions if it would be online or face-to-face po ba. As of now, the decision of the Department of Education is to proceed with school year 2020-2021 using alternative learning delivery. So it depends on schools. Sa mga DepEd schools or what we call the public schools, they will be using multimodal. Iba-iba ang kanilang gagawing mode of delivery. In our case, and this is what I'm going to share to you this morning, I'll be sharing to you how MCL Senior High School will proceed for this school year's classes. Okay, so can we have the slides now? So, despite this pandemic that we have, medyo matagal-tagal na natin siyang kasama, no, since March. Pero actually, even before March, nandyan na siya sa paligid natin. Medyo nag-spike lang yung numbers ng cases natin by March, nag-lockdown na. But despite that, MCL is still committed to continue delivering quality education, even with the challenges of this current situation of this pandemic that we have. So our commitment is still there, and now more than ever, we really have to strengthen that. Why? Because we know that our learners are facing different challenges with this current situation, and we are steadfast in our mission of providing that kind of learning environment that would transform our students into globally competitive professionals, and this is our mission. Our school recognizes the challenges that we are facing right now. Iba't iba po yan. And we are faced with these challenges with uncertainty, hindi natin alam ano na bang mangyayari, with fear probably to some, and even with instability. And this is why here in MCL, we have carefully planned and designed MCL Online. And this is how we will be delivering learning for this coming school year, to address the demands of the current condition, but still providing meaningful and relevant learning experiences. So, what is this MCL Online? This MCL Online is characterized by these key features. It is first and foremost structured, yet it is flexible, and it is also holistic. It is safe and secure, and collaborative. If you would notice, these are also the same features that we offer in our blended learning. If you have friends na nakashare na po sa inyo how MCL Senior High School was delivering in the past year since we started in 2016, it is almost the same features in our blended learning delivery. But now that we are shifting to a fully online because of this condition, we have made some improvements on these matters to meet the current condition. So first, it is structured. We know that our learners are coming from a really structured learning environment. Siguro po yung mga anak ninyo nung grade 10, di ba, nanggaling yan sa talagang traditional face-to-face learning na yung teacher nakikita at a certain schedule, pumapasok ng 7 o'clock ng umaga, uuwi ng alas 4, or even later, tapos may mga specific classes na nami-meet per day. Ganun po sila galing. And we want our students to transition to our mode of learning, to the MCL online, in an easier manner. So we want it to have that kind of similar structure. MCL online will still be providing the students that sense of normalcy similar to attending classes in a physical classroom with predictable routines, and will help them adjust easily, as I have said, to online learning delivery para hindi po sila masyadong ma-overwhelm. Meron pa ring structure, may schedule pa rin silang susundan. And specific periods will be allotted for both synchronous and asynchronous engagement for the following. There will still be homeroom check-ins per week. They will be meeting scheduled courses. Here in MCL Senior High School, we call the subjects, siguro po yung subjects, you're familiar dun sa term na subject nung sa high school, junior high school, we call them courses. There will be specific courses scheduled per day. So if it's a Monday, kung 4 courses lang yung kailangan niyang i-meet or i-engage, then those are the 4 courses lang. Hindi niya kailangan tapusin lahat ng mga tasks for the other subjects or courses that's not scheduled for the day. So, yung structure. Then there will also be time that will be given to them for technical assistance, because we know that this is really dependent, this kind of learning environment is dependent on technology. We will be providing also avenues for technical assistance if they would need. And of course, we will have time for guidance and counseling services. We know that this condition and this environment may be challenging for some or for many of the students. It would be nice if they can share and if they can talk to somebody who can help them process probably kung ano yung stress na nararamdaman nila with this kind of condition. So we will still be allotting the time for our counselors to check on our students. Okay? So, it is structured. May schedule pa rin po tayong susundin. I saw that in one of the questions kanina dun sa ating chat box, kung may schedule daw na susundin. Meron po. So, per day in the week, meron po yung schedule na susundin. Now, we are opening our classes on on August 17. And we will be ending on April 30. We have required number of days for one school year, and that should be no less than 200 days. But if you're going to count only the Monday to Friday until April 30, that would not amount to 200. So, hindi natin yun maaabot. So, there may be some Saturdays that some activities will be required from the students. Maybe not all Saturdays, but there could be a number of Saturdays that will be required of them to do some tasks so that we can count as well as their as part of the days of the week or the number of days that they are attending school. Alright, so that's the structure. Next is that it's flexible. That kind of flexibility that we offer, it's coming from the context where we really understand the various conditions presented by this condition. Hence, we would like to accommodate certain flexibilities lang naman. Hindi naman natin sinasabing, okay, life is fair, anything goes, no? Mahirap din naman po yun. But there will be definitely a level of flexibility in certain areas and give more premium on the learner's contexts. Ano ba yung iba't ibang conditions ng mga estudyante? Example, their learning environment. Say this is home-based, if I may say that term, home-based learning kasi nga ay online at nasa bahay ang mga bata. Iba-iba yung learning environment nila. Also, our learners have different levels of readiness and our learners definitely have different interests as well. And so we would like to accommodate or to welcome this kind of, we understand, I mean, this kind of um, differences, this kind of conditions that our students are facing. So, in that manner, we would like to offer that certain flexibility, as I was saying. Online tasks, for example, online tasks and deadlines will be dealt with reasonable leniency. Unlike in the face-to-face or in the blended learning, when we see the students inside the classroom, when they attend one course today and the teacher says, okay, you have an assignment, submit it next meeting, then that becomes a deadline, no, if the submission is set for the next meeting. But in online tasks, there will be longer time for submitting the requirement. As I have said, we understand the condition, the learning environment, probably the connectivity issues also of our students. And so these kinds of online tasks and their deadlines will be dealt with reasonable leniency. Rubrics on certain outcomes-based tasks, yung alam niyo po siguro in the terms of the schools of your children, yung mga performance tasks. The rubrics or the grading method for these kinds of performance tasks will be adjusted by giving more weight to really the skill that they are showing, to the proof of learning that they are showing, so that the actual competency may be given more weight than the extra efforts that they are giving. Also, another form of flexibility will be the use of other online platforms. You probably are familiar that we have our official learning management system. That's what we are using actually now, the Blackboard Learn. But there could be possibility that some students would be finding difficulty submitting or uploading their works or communicating even with their teachers on certain days, no? We using our LMS. So we allow the use of other online platforms alongside our official learning management system, and that I'll be mentioning later. The self-paced mode of a variety of asynchronous activities empowers students to accomplish tasks that are suited as well to their respective interests, contexts, and condition. What we will be doing in this online class is that there will be schedule, yes, but not all meetings or not all days of the week they have to go live online, like what we're doing now, to go live online and listen to their teacher. That's not what we're going to do. We have both synchronous, like what we are doing now. This is synchronous meeting. It's live, real time. And there will also be asynchronous activities where pre-prepared or pre-designed learning materials will be uploaded in BBL or in Blackboard Learn, so students can access it within their own time, even offline, because they can simply download these materials and study them offline. No, so that's another flexibility that we offer using this online learning mode. Also, it is holistic. Despite the use of a non-face-to-face mode of learning delivery, MCL Online is also geared towards providing a holistic approach to educating every Malayan senior high school learner. So the engagement of the students will not only be limited to academics. Kasi baka naman pag ganon medyo hindi na sila hindi na maging engaging or hindi na maging masaya ang pag-aaral nila. We still want to give them a taste of that campus life that they may be missing kasi they will not be coming here nga to school. So we will still be providing some activities. It may definitely it would be online, but these are non-academic related activities. What are these? It could be showcasing of students' skills and talents, their interests also. no? So every month, we will be allotting a meeting for students to converge, to meet, and it would be different themes every month. It could be an art show. It could be a musical for those who are musically inclined. It could be Zumba for those who are more inclined to some physical activities. It could also be something related to acting. No, you know, our students are they have a variety of interests, and these are the activities that they might be missing if we will not be offering it to them even through online, no? So para naman yung kanilang engagement online hindi laging as serious as the academics, they will also be given the time. So the development is still holistic. We will also be giving them avenue to uh, have small group talks through uh, friend online, or what we call FO. Yan po ay parang helpline, no? So whatever kagaya nga nung nabanggit ko kanina, if they don't feel quite comfortable yet to talk to a counselor, they might want to talk to just a friend, no, who would listen to them. Yan, magbubukas po tayo ng friend online. It's a helpline for all students. If they need to talk to another, to a co-student, to a classmate maybe, or to any student in the senior high school na who just want to listen to what they are going through, then we will also open that kind of avenue. So, kumpleto ang experience ng bata kahit medyo limitado tayo sa space. All right. Another feature is that it is safe and secure. You know that we are holding the classes online, and there are a lot of issues related to um, uh, online interactions. So we are saying that this online learning delivery platform shall continue to safeguard the privacy and welfare of the students. The data privacy policy and the child protection guidelines that we are upholding even before this pandemic shall still be strictly implemented. Hence, the online engagement, performance, the submissions of the students, their interactions shall be collected solely for academic purposes. So kung ano man ang isinasubmit ng bata sa amin online through our LMS, that will solely be used for academic purpose only, and in no way that it should be used for maybe commercial purposes or for whatever that it would divulge information other than what is necessary. The LMS accounts or the BBL accounts of students shall remain to be password protected, and we will require this time that their passwords be updated um, before the school year begins. This is true for the grade 12 because they've had it already when they were grade 11. So we will require them to update, to change their password for the school year. Um, all personal information that will be collected from students by their home advisor shall be kept with utmost confidentiality and shall only be used for communication of school-related matters. Alam niyo po, sa ganitong mode of delivery, communication is really important. Since we don't get to see them every day, we only get in touch with them online. It is important that we have other ways of reaching our students. So, at the beginning of the school year, the homeroom advisor might be asking personal contact information for us to easily reach out to you, to parents, to students, as it is necessary for the whole school year. Online interactions, yung mga exchanges, yung mga messaging, kagaya po na ginagawa natin yung mga chats, no? Online interactions, students' online behavior, their submissions, and other forms of communication shall be covered by the child protection apps, softwares, and similar resources to be deployed to your children, to our students, shall all be age appropriate and shall only be used in fulfillment of the objectives of this learning platform. So, meaning academic related lang po talaga yun gagamitin. I mentioned a while ago yung child protection guidelines. So, very common in this kind of platform yung mga cyberbullying, no? So, still, yung kanilang conduct, the way that they would be carrying a conversation or a chat with classmates, with schoolmates, using any of these that I have mentioned, will still be covered by the guidelines of child protection policy. So you don't have to fear that, nako, pag online, ano na yan, prone to bullying lalo. No, we have a way of reporting of incidents. So, as any incidents of this. Last is it's collaborative. You know, MCL recognizes in this kind of situation, well, even before, but now more than ever, MCL recognizes the importance of a strong homeschool partnership in the success of MCL online. Hence, we find it imperative that both teachers, us here in MCL, and you parents, line of communication. The homeschool partnership shall maintain a collaborative feedbacking mechanism through the BBL parent portal. So, yung ginagamit po natin ngayon na Blackboard Learn, meron pong sariling account ang mga anak ninyo. Pag nag-enroll po sila, they will maintain their own BBL account where all their subjects, all their courses may be accessed in that account. While you, parents, you will also be enrolled in a BBL parent portal. With that parent portal, the teachers are there, members as well, and the parents, you will also be enrolled in that parent portal, and that will be our link. So that whenever we need to communicate anything to you, in generally for all of you or individually, we will be having a way to get in touch with you, no? So this parent portal may directly allow messaging access to parents, teachers, the coordinators, and even to me, to the office of the principal. So, mas may connection. Kasi minsan, paano ba kontakin yung ganito? Eh, kapag ka tayo naging fully online talaga, ngayon po kasi medyo limited yung pasok namin dito sa MCL. Meron kaming days na naka-work from home arrangement. So, kung tumatawag kayo probably on certain days na walang sumasagot, ay baka po yun yung mga naka-work from home kami. So, it will be a faster means to communicate if we will all go to our BBL parent portal and communicate your concerns to us through that portal. Iba pa po yung parent portal ng MCL na nakikita nyo sa website. Yun po kasi ay for mga administration matters. I think yung mga fees, yung mga payment schedules ninyo nandoon po. Pero itong sa atin na BBL parent portal na bubuksan po natin upon enrollment, yan po ay para sa communication po natin, no? Parents and senior high school department. Okay? I've been mentioning about BBL. Why? Because this is our learning management system. BBL stands for Blackboard Learn. It is MCL's official, as I've said, learning management system. This provides students and teachers an official platform to conduct the online learning and delivery. The Blackboard Learn allows students to do these things and even more, no? So, ano ba yung mga yan? Number one, since it is where their learning materials are uploaded, then the students can study and review their notes using the BBL. It may be studied online or they may download these materials and study it offline, but it becomes like a depository of their materials, learning materials. They can also attend virtual classes like what we're doing now. We're using Blackboard Collaborate or Collab. So they can attend virtual classes, so real-time, no synchronous classes using the BBL. BBL can also allow them to answer exercises, online tasks, assignments, and get immediate feedback. The teacher can design the online exercises or drills in that way that students can get immediate feedback. This can also be used to watch educational videos and links that the teachers would provide as a form of supplementary materials to whatever learning has been given. It can also be used to check and monitor their grades through the grade center. When they click the grade center, they will see all the scores that they have already earned for the semester. They will see which activity they have not answered yet kasi wala pang score. So, yung grade center, importante po yan, para nakikita ng bata kung ano pa yung kailangan niyang tapusin, kailangan niyang sagutan, at kung ano yung mga natapos niya na at nabigyan na ng score. Also, with that, mag-gauge ng bata if I'm already getting there in the passing range or not. No? BBL can also be used definitely to discuss lessons and topics with classmates and teachers. Maybe not in a live manner like this, or virtual classes like this, but they can use discussion board. Yung discussion board, para naman po yung chat box, yung nag-exchange lang kayo, nagta-type ng inyong mga question and answers, no? Sa discussion board po kasi, ang kagandahan yan, once the teacher opens a discussion, students can just pitch in their thoughts and they can contribute to the progress of the discussion. So if a student asks a question, another student can even answer, hindi laging sa teacher manggagaling ang sagot. So it's really collaborative in that sense. BBL can also be used to consult teachers through course messaging. And teacher also can use course messaging to reply to the students who are asking them some questions that probably are personal to their own circumstance. Na halimbawa, ma'am, yun po bang project ko ay na-receive nyo na kasi sinubmit ko po through Messenger, halimbawa. Ma'am, paki-check po yung aking submission, naka-save po yung link sa ganito. Yan. So, pwedeng nandun yung personal messages ng estudyante. Or pwede ring, ma'am, hindi ko po naintindihan yung lesson, nung ganito, pwede pong ganyan. So, and the teacher can likewise reply to the student, to just the student who sent the message. So, there could be teacher consultation using our course messaging. They can submit their projects and assignments, and they can access, this is a good one, the last bullet that I have here, access online and digital resources and even our digital materials in our own library here. So they don't need to go physically to our library. They can go to their BBL and access our thousands of digital resources present in Wiley, McGraw, and even in our own online library. So they can access it through Blackboard Learn. Yan. So kung mapapansin niyo po, yung aking Blackboard Learn ay complete page, no? Kaya siguro nung sinabi po ni DepEd na alternative learning delivery ang gagamitin for this school year, for us, medyo yung transition from the blended learning, because we've been using this even before the pandemic. We've been engaging our students online even before the pandemic. Kung meron po kayong mga kakilala who were with us in the past years, meron po kaming schedule ng face-to-face, usually half-day, tapos yung the other half of the day is allotted for their online tasks. So, kaya po yun naging blended. Now, with our learning management system, it was quite easy for us to transition from blended to a fully online learning modality. And that's what we are encouraging students also to to understand that this is not something that we should all be fearful about. Hindi ito something na nakakatakot kasi naranasan na natin to even during the blended learning format. Kilala na natin yung BBL natin. We just have to probably improve more on the use of the different features of our Blackboard Learn. Yung mga anak po ninyo, once they enroll, they will be given time to be more oriented with BBL. Ngayon po kasi you use the different features of BBL to submit the enrollment, di ba, yung enrollment documents, yung mga ganyan. Pero yung mga bata po, once enrolled, they will be more immersed to the use of the different features of BBL during orientation period. Okay? So, it's not something that we should be fearful about. Exciting more than nakakatakot yan. Mas exciting. Alright. So, you might be asking kung ano po ang mga required gadgets. Kasi kung fully online yan, ano ba ang nakikita natin kung paano magagawa yung online learning, no? Ano ang kailangan ng bata. These are the minimum specifications of the learning device which a student or a learner may use in MCL Online. Kanina po may nagtanong, lahat po ba yung apat na yan kailangan? Hindi po. Isa lang po dyan ay sufficient enough, no, to engage your child into online learning, no? So, sabi ko nga po, yan po yung naka-flash sa screen nyo ay minimum requirement. If you're going to ask me, ano nga dyan, halimbawa ako yung bibili pa lang ako, ano yung sa tingin mo pinaka-helpful, no? Kasi may mga requirement po sila na kailangan gumawa ng paper, ng essay. So, siguro maganda yung mas meron silang access to freely explore yung mga Microsoft Office na available. So, yung may Word, may Excel, may PowerPoint pagka may reporting. So, kung bibili pa lang po, siguro laptop, I would recommend the use of laptop. But I'm not saying na kapag nag-tablet or nag-smartphone ay mas mahihirapan ang bata. Siguro kailangan mas kilalanin lang niya yung features ng tablet. Kasi may mga bata, even during our blended learning here, mga bata na hindi nila alam na pwede palang gumamit ng Word dun sa tablet nila. Pwede silang mag-type actually, no, ng essay dun sa tablet nila. They're not familiar with that. Akala nila pang surf lang talaga yun ng internet, even their smartphones, no. So, meron naman pong mga apps na pwedeng i-download para makagawa sila ng mga documents even using their tablets and smartphones. Okay, so ano pa ba ang kasunod? I think that's my last slide. If you have questions, I can, yung something related to our academic offering, then I can respond to that. Yung ibang questions na nakita ko po kanina dito ay nasagot ko na. I just want to clarify. Regarding the laptop, I'm assuming for those students that already has laptop are no longer required. Yes. Actually, Marky, the MCL supplier ni laptop ay hindi naman yun required. Nabanggit na yan ni Sir James kanina, no? Hindi naman yan required talaga. We have new questions here. Okay. Karamihan po na nakikitang questions dito ay submitting of the requirements. Tama ba? Let me start from here. Hanggang kailan po ang enrollment? I think the enrollment should be open until before the opening of the school year. No? So, as I have said, ang opening po natin ay August 17. So, Sir James is not there na, no? But I think the enrollment should be open until before the opening of the school year. In a day, until what time po ang yan? Magandang tanong po yan, masasagot ko yan. In a day, until what time po ang schedule ng class? Ayan. Ang schedule po ng klase natin ay dalawang shift. So, grade 11, meron pong morning and afternoon shift yon. Depende kung saang section siya mapupunta. But we have the morning shift that starts at 7 to about 12:30. And then the afternoon ay roughly 12:30 to about 5:30 in the afternoon. So, kung saang section man po siya mapunta, yun po yung block ng schedule natin. I'm referring to grade 11. Yun po. So, may mga ganun pong scheduling. So, hindi naman siya buong araw supposedly nakaharap sa computer. So, siguro kung pang morning siya, yung 7 to 12:30 niya, ay ginagamit talaga yan ng bata sa engagement. In the afternoon, mas maluwag ang oras niya. Pwedeng assignments lang ang ginagawa po niyan. So, from time to time, free na siya in the afternoon. Similar with our schedule sa ating blended. What time do online classes usually start? Ma'am Zarina and Sir Richmond. Yun po, morning and afternoon session po yan usually. Yung morning ay 7 to 12:30, afternoon is 12:30 to 5:30. Ang bilis. May breaks din po in morning and afternoon. Ay, definitely may breaks po yan. May mga health breaks po in between. Hindi yun solid na 7 to 12:30. And actually, if it's online, they can attend classes even while taking their breakfast. They can have their homeroom check-in kahit na kumakain ng breakfast or nagme-merienda, nagmo-morning snack, no? Hindi naman po tayo mahigpit sa bagay na yan. Kasi wala naman sila sa loob ng classroom. Pero meron po talaga sa schedule nila ng morning and afternoon breaks. How many courses or subjects for each student? Depende din po ba ito sa kukunin? Sa kukunin na strand, maybe you're referring to that. Yes. Luis Cortez, it really depends. But at an average, in one semester, students would be engaged in about 10 to a maximum of 11 courses or subjects. Kasama na po dyan yung mga PE, no, yung life skill, if it's grade 12, personal dev, kasama na po dyan sa grade 11. Possible po ba na mamili ng schedule? Ako si Sir James ang tanongin nyo. Kasi po, upon enrollment, yung mga bukas na section po, doon po talaga kayo ilalagay. So, meron na po akong nabigay na sections kay Sir James. First come, first serve po yun. So, pag napuno na lahat ng morning sections, talagang sa afternoon section na po kayo mailalagay. Yun po, hindi po pwede nang mamili doon sa parting yun. Pero ang una pong pinupuno ay yung mga morning sections. Ano po ang subjects ng STEM Math? Okay. Sana ma-memorize ko, no? Pero ganito yan. If you're referring to the specializations, sa grade 11, you can expect that you have fundamentals of algebra, which is not DepEd mandated, pero we find that this is necessary before our students in MCL and get into the specialized math courses, no? So, meron yung fundamentals of algebra math 4. Meron siya ng pre-calculus, meron siya ng basic calculus, meron din siya ng general biology 1, general biology 2, general chemistry 1, general chemistry 2, general physics 1 and 2, no? Yun yung mga specialization ni STEM math. The other courses, core na yon, meaning lahat ng strand kumukuha yon. Pero yung pang STEM math lang talaga yun. We also offer electives for our strands, no? You might want to it might interest you to know that kaya po kami merong STEM math at STEM science kasi yung elective nila, we offer certain electives para mag-prepare dun sa mga bata na kukuha ng engineering related courses or programs in college, we have a pre-engineering math as an elective ng STEM math. Sa STEM science naman po, we have zoology and microbiology, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, microbiology as the elective for STEM science. We also have computer programming kasi maraming kaming napansin, nag-STEM na strand, pero ang gustong kuhanin na college program ay computer engineering, for example. So, kailangan meron pa ring background somehow ng programming. So, we offer also computer programming as an elective for our STEM students. Yan. Yan po ang mga courses. Ang dami ng mga tanong na iba pa. I'll be applying for a scholarship. If in case I will not pass, can I still enroll as regular? Yes, definitely. Kasi yun naman ay hindi siya admission exam. The exam on July 23 is for scholarship qualification. So if you don't qualify for the scholarship, definitely you can still enroll as a regular student. Paano po mag-submit ng requirements through BBL kung ala pong account ng BBL? So I think the part of this, ayan sir, andyan ka na. Yay!
Yeah.
Ano daw
So, we have been posting the guidelines for enrollment. So, yung wala pang BBL account, actually nagtataka kami kasi we started creating the BBL accounts as early as April 29. So, lahat ng mga admissions nung April 29 and every day, nagke-create kami ng Blackboard account. So, this will definitely be a lengthy discussion. Kaya para mag-guide kayo, please check our enrollment guidelines para makakuha kayo ng Blackboard Learn account. Yan. Ito constant question natin po. My daughter is still staying abroad. Definitely po, our school year for senior high school will be fully online. So, please, hindi po issue kung siya po ay nasa abroad ngayon dahil fully online po yung senior high school.
Yes.
Yeah. So, kung meron, mas maganda niyan, matutuwa pa po sa inyo si Miss Tony at saka ako. Kung yun yung mga sa Filipino community ay pa-enrollin nyo rin sa ating fully online senior high school here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Ayan. May final tuition fee na po ba? Again, lahat po ng questions sa tuition fee para po mabilis kayong masagot dahil medyo marami po ang nag-email at nagtatanong tapos pag hindi namin nasagot ng mga 5 minutes may follow-up email na I'm not getting a reply. Hindi pa po kami naiinis dyan, slight lang. Para po nasagot, i-text nyo po kami, tawagan nyo po kami para lahat po ng follow-up questions ninyo, magkausap na po kayo ng admissions team members, masagot na po during the call. Ayan. Siguro naman itong tumatawag sa akin ay naman related sa ano. Ayan. So, again, please, paki-text po yung mga number na yan para masagot namin kayo right away if you have concerns on tuition fee and other related concerns. Pati po yung may mga tanong sa BBL, online admission, getting the credentials, pinakamabilis po yan. Text nyo kami, tawagan nyo kami, right then and there over the phone. Mag-uusap po kayo sa phone ng aming enrollment advisors at tuturuan po kayo kung paano nyo ma-access yung kailangan ninyong documents, kung ano yung kailangan ninyong mapuntahan na website for our remote enrollment. Ayan. Can I have a copy of the schedule of fees for grade 11 and just the same po? Better po if you can text or call us so that we can discuss it with you. Ngayon, kailangan niyo po ng kopya for whatever concerns, pwede po sabihin niyo dun sa tatawag sa inyo na i-email kayo for the details. Ayan. How can we pay for tuition and how to know how much? Definitely po, yung kanina pa pinag-uusapan na GSA or Generated Schedule and Assessment, yun po yung pinaka-statement of account niyo for the tuition. Kaya pakihintay po yun, including the payment instructions. Definitely po, ang payment po natin ay sa off-site payment channels. We have RCBC, we have M. Luwilier, we have Cebuana Luwilier, and we have Paymaya. Wala po tayong payment transactions dito sa MCL as of the moment because of the general community quarantine na still in effect sa Laguna. So, off-site payment channels po tayo. Pag magbabayad po kayo sa RCBC, it should be bills payment, hindi po deposit. Kung familiar po kayo sa RCBC, it's the green bank slip. It's the payment, bills payment form or bills payment slip. Hindi po yung color blue na deposit slip. So, hindi nyo po kailangan ng account number ng MCL dahil bills payment po. Ang kailangan nyo lang ay student number ng bata at saka yung complete name niya. Ayan. If DepEd gives a go signal for us to be able to go back to schools, tuloy pa po ba ang full online learning? Ito po yung kanina ko pa sinasabi. Tayo po ay ready for face-to-face classes. Ito po ay default natin, yung blended learning, combination of offline and face-to-face. Ready po tayo dun sa dalawang modes na yon. Kaya na po tayo nag-online learning ay dahil classes according to DepEd. Pero pag pinayagan po ng DepEd, pwede po tayong mag-resume, and as said, we are ready po to have the residential or face-to-face classes with very strict precautionary measures against the spread of COVID-19. Ayan. So that's for Clement to give you the assurance that MCL is ready and capable to deliver both modalities, face-to-face and online learning, basta po tayo ay mapayagan na. Ayan. So may mga nagtatanong, pwede po bang mag-shift ng strand from ICT to STEM? Yes. Kayo po ang masusunod kung ano po ang strand na i-enroll ninyo. Pero bago po ma-enroll, definitely, bago po kayo magbayad, make sure that you are in the correct strand that you want to pursue. So kung merong changes in the strand, wag na po kayong mag-ulit ng application. All you have to do is to inform your enrollment advisor through course message that you will be changing your strand and we will transfer it, we will shift it manually in our system. Okay, so yun po. So hindi kailangan magbago ng application. All you have to do is to inform your enrollment advisor. Kaya ito po, gusto ko lang masabi rin po sa mga parents, ang design ng ating remote enrollment, basically, while it is self-paced, meaning ang nagpa-process ay yung bata through remote chats like Blackboard Learn, meron po tayong dineploy ng mga enrollment advisors. So meron pa rin pong tao sa likod ng Blackboard Learn na ang purpose, ang function ay i-guide yung mga bata all throughout the enrollment process. So if you have questions para mabilis po kayong masagot, meron po tayong mga text, may mga contact numbers tayong pinopost. Meron din po tayong course messaging facility in Blackboard Learn wherein you can get in touch with your enrollment advisor so that you can be enlightened on what step or what procedure to undertake para matapos nyo yung ating enrollment process. Ayan. Paano po kung online payment ng tuition ang gagawin? Kasi mas preferred ko po yun kesa mag-over the counter sa RCBC. Meron po tayo, kung kayo po ay may account sa RCBC at kayo po ay naka-enroll sa internet banking, you can do payment. Punta po kayo sa bills payment. Nandun na po, makikita nyo na yung Malayan Pages Laguna sa bills payment section ng RCBC internet banking. Tama po kayo, naiintindihan po namin na yung iba may mga issues about going to the branch dahil nga naman na quarantine pa tayo at saka nakakatakot nga din naman because of the COVID-19. Kaya po pwede nyo pong bayaran yung tuition fee ng inyong mga anak through RCBC internet banking facilities. Ayan. And pwede rin po through Paymaya. Kung kayo ay may debit card o credit card na merong Visa or Mastercard logo, pwede nyo pong gamitin yung mga yan using the Paymaya gateway. Ayan, welcome po sa mga nagpapasalamat. Thank you rin po for listening and for raising concerns na definitely po ay maraming nakikinabang doon sa mga questions nyo po. Kung meron po kayong nalimutan ng mga concerns, our numbers are posted. We have Smart and Globe. These are for general inquiries para masagot po kayo. Parang meron na po yatang mga tumatawag kanina. May mga nakikita na ako, may narinig akong kausap yung mga admissions team members. So, pwede po kayong tumawag ngayon and then and there, masasagot po yung inyong mga concerns. Is the student still considered as enrolled even though they are lacking the report card? Yes po. We are following the Department of Education Advisory and Guidelines on Basic Education Enrollment Policy released in 2018 and was reiterated another advisory this May 2020 saying that we can provisionally or temporarily consider the enrollment of students even in the absence of report card. Kaya po meron tayong affidavit of undertaking na pinapapasa sa parents. Kung babasahin niyo po yung affidavit of undertaking, it contains the commitment of the parents to submit the documents no later than August 31, 2020. That is according to DepEd Advisory on Basic Education Enrollment Policy in 2018. Last May 2020 po, nagbigay ng bagong memorandum ang DepEd at ito ay ine-extend. Kung hindi kaya ng August 31, you can submit these requirements, which is the report card, even beyond August 31, 2020. Pero kung nasa inyo na po yung dokumento, pwede nyo na po yung i-scan at i-send sa amin. At kung pwede na po pumunta rito, pwede nyo na rin pong i-submit yung report card na yan. Ang iniisang po natin ay pupunta rito yung, dahil kasi online, scanned copy lang yung report card. Masyadong natuwa si mother, ini-enroll yung anak sa 3 school using the same scanned copy of the report card. Maganda po sana yan sa unang tingin, pero ang singil po niyan, ang epekto po niyan, magkakaproblema po tayo sa reporting ng bata sa Learner Information System or LIS ng DepEd. Kaya wag po natin gagawin yon na kung saan-saan po natin pinapasa yung report card as a requirement for enrollment kasi isang pasa lang po dapat yan, yung report card na yan sa kung saang school lang po siya mag-enroll. Magkaagulo-gulo po yung documentation natin kapag ginamit natin yan more than once kasi lumalabas 2, 3, 4 na record yung bata sa LIS. Hindi po yan tatanggapin ng records management ng DepEd. So again po, if the report card is already available, then please ipasa na po yan. Where can we find the following forms? Lahat po yan nasa BBL. Affidavit of undertaking, personal accident insurance, statement of compliance, lahat po yan nasa Blackboard Learn. Kapag wala pa rin po kayong access sa Blackboard Learn, nakapost po ang numbers namin, tawagan nyo na po yan ngayon para mag-guide po kayo sa process on how you can access Blackboard Learn and submit all the documents. Can I take picture of the requirements? Definitely, Justin. You need to take a photo of all the documents unless you have a scanner. Again, we are encouraging you to take time to explore yung mga handheld scanners like Office Lens and the Scan PDF. These are free softwares and applications sa mga mobile phones. You can use them. Pag pinicturean ninyo yung mga documents, para na siyang scanned format pag dinownload ninyo. So, paki-explore yung mga ganong options so that we can get your documents clearly because that will be part of your students' permanent record already at MCL. Ayan. Paumanin po that we have to reject some documents kasi malabo o kaya naman ay sobrang distorted yung pagkakakuha. That's why we are encouraging you to use Office Lens and other image capturing applications in iOS and Android. How to apply for sibling discount? Please message your enrollment advisor so that you can be guided on the validation for sibling discount. How will the student interact online? May tools po bang gagamitin like Zoom? Is there any live lectures and students can also ask live? Ma'am Tony, you may want to share something on this.
Yes, I mentioned a while ago that part of our flexibility is to use other online platforms. But definitely, BBL has its own virtual class platform like what we're doing now, yung BBL Collab. So that could be one option. Yung Zoom kasi medyo mataas ang bandwidth na requirement niyan. What MCL and actually the Mapua schools did was to study the different bandwidth requirements of online platforms that may be used in this online learning. And comparatively, we have seen that Zoom has a higher bandwidth requirement. Siguro, in depending on the meetings that will be required by the lesson, your teacher will be using different online platforms, but BBL Collab would be one of the choices. Actually, now you can already interact. Participants sila, di ba? So you can already interact with us as moderators. Gusto niyo bang i-try, sir? Paano sila mag-interact? Supposing ganito,
Yes.
nasa class
Sino
tayo.
po ang gusto share ng video or speak to the microphone? Please raise
Yes,
hand.
you may
And,
turn on your microphone and you can be heard.
Vote over your question so that we can try. Siguro si Angel, siya yung nagtanong. Siyempre, bino-volunteer na kita, Angel. So please raise your hand. We'll give you a microphone access. And you can voice over your questions and we can reply to them instantly also. While other participants may also volunteer.
Click mo yung naka-raise ang hand na icon, Angel.
Si Ryan Reyes. Team, let's
Ayan,
give Ryan an
Nathaniel,
access.
raise na ng hand. Yung unang mag-raise ng hand, bibigyan ng microphone. Nathaniel, can you speak using the microphone access that was given to you? Hello, Nathaniel. Na siya. Unmute mo. Unmute na. Unmute mo.
Ayan, Nathaniel, you may speak na.
Hello?
Yeah. Good morning.
Hi!
Yun, hello. Tanong ko
You
lang
want
po
to
dun
ask
sa 1MCL po. Kasi nilalagay ko po yung password ko dun, tas ayaw. Kasi hindi ko rin po alam kung ano yung ng 1MCL.
Okay. So ganito, yung 1MCL is Online Enrollment MCL. However, the functionality of 1MCL is only used after enrollment. So, nandun pa lang tayo ngayon sa submission of documents. So, technically, hindi ka pa enrolled. So, hindi natin mapapakinabangan si 1MCL during the submission of documents. Na lang natin is Blackboard Learn. Now, once you are enrolled already, you can check again 1MCL. If you view the credentials, iba ang username and password ng 1MCL. Sa Blackboard Learn, ang ginagamit na username is your student number. Sa 1MCL, ang ginagamit is an email account, which is your live MCL email account. So, magkaiba sila ng username, iba din ang default password nun. So, once you are enrolled, you can check 1MCL para makita mo doon ano yung nabayaran mo na, ano yung course schedule mo, ano yung mga subjects na na-enroll mo. So, 1MCL is only functional after you have actually enrolled. And in the coming terms, after this enrollment period, next school year, pag grade 5 ka na, you will also be using 1MCL for enrollment purposes, including the checking of grades. So, kung medyo familiar tayo dun sa pag-i-issue ng grade dun sa mga pinanggalingan nating junior high, we're actually doing that paperless here at MCL. So, you can view your grades online. Hindi na kami nag-i-issue ng mga report cards dahil paperless na nga tayo. So, you can check your grades through 1MCL and that's 24/7. Okay, Nathaniel?
Apa.
Yeah.
Meron ka pa ba ibang
So,
question?
So
Okay na
kay
ba?
Angel, sir, that's how we're going to use our BBL Collab. Ngayon kasi nakaset siya, yung settings niya nakaset for an online meeting like this. Kaya merong mga naka-disable na features. But if it's going to use for a class, yung audio and video features niyan for the students will all be used. No? So pwedeng gamitin for the live interaction with
Ayan.
students, sir, yung ganyan.
Yan. May I ask if your Blackboard Learn is the same with the Cardinal Edge version? Yes. We're using the same learning management system. The same with Mapua University, Malayan Colleges Mindanao, and Malayan High School of Science. So pare-parehas, we're using the Blackboard Learn. We already paid for senior high school reservation, morning slot po. Are we assured of the slot kahit hindi pa po finish mag-enroll? Yes, as one of the privileges of reserving, we will honor that commitment to give you the slot. Pero wag po nating masyadong patagalin kasi ang sabi ko nga po, hangga't hindi po kayo enrolled, hindi po namin kayo masasama doon sa online course for the students na preparatory for senior high school opening. That will run from July 1 to August 15, 2020. So hangga't hindi po kayo enrolled, hindi po namin kayo masasama doon sa course na yon. So ang reservation po is just to secure the slot. Pero yung pagsama po doon sa preparation course na yon, definitely, ang bis po natin doon ay yung actual enrollment. I have already submitted copy of grades of my daughter for evaluation but I have not received any response. Paki-message po itong mga number na ito kasi hindi po namin alam kung paano nyo po na-submit ito. Ayan, definitely po kung ito po ay transferee, hindi po siya dapat nasa loob ng BBL. Okay po, new senior high school and college students lang po ang dapat nasa BBL. So paki-text po yung number na yan para makontak po kayo ngayon na mismo at mag-guide kayo doon sa process. Ayan. Pakitawagan po yan, Giancarlo and Jennifer. Please text or call those numbers so that you can be guided on the process. How do we reserve a morning slot? We are no longer accepting reservations because we are now in open admissions. So hindi na po tayo tumatanggap ng reservation. Ayan. My daughter has not received yet her entrance exam results. Are you going to us through email? 2 months na po namin itong sinesend. Ibig sabihin po niyan, baka maling email po ang niregister niya sa amin. So again, please call or text this number so that we can send to you the comprehensive exam results ng ating admissions test. Okay, that's from Lilia. So please call us or text us sa mga numbers na to para masagot namin yung concern about the admissions exam. Teacher Tony, what does it mean pag graded na ang submitted requirements for, this is an enrollment concern. Pag graded na, pakihintay lang po yung GSA. Our promise this week po will be send the GSA. Kaya po ito nagtagal paumanhin dahil sa mga discounts on laboratories laboratory and the miscellaneous fees that we have applied in the assessment of fees. Ayan. ESC grant ang anak ko, need pa po ba mag-apply sa PIA? Ano po yung PIA? PAYAC siguro ito. Private Education Assist Committee. Okay na po yung certification na galing sa previous school. Yes po. Jobert, lahat ng ESC grantee na meron ng certificate, pakisend yan sa enrollment advisor. Yung mga graduate po ng public school at ESC grantees sa junior high, they are automatic voucher recipients. Hindi na po sila kailangan mag-manual application. Again, wala pa po tayong update kung bukas na yung online application ng PAYAC. Sir Messina, confirm ko lang if naka-reserve na ba sa morning sched yung bata since nag-reserve siya up lumabas ang result ng entrance exam. Yes po, basta po nakapag-reserve, nag-submit sa amin ng form, nagbayad ng reservation, considered po as reserve. Paano po yung hindi nakapagbayad pero dahil inabot ng lockdown? Basta meron pong nasubmit sa amin na pirmadong agreement on pre-enrollment, scanned copy through email, in-acknowledge po namin, definitely po, we will honor the commitment for reservation. That's from Arlene. Yan. But can we still get into the morning shift? Yes, Mark, on first come, first serve basis. Kaya po tayo merong deadline for completing the enrollment process dahil medyo agawan po tayo sa slots. Teacher Tony, hingi lang ako ng konting clarification because they are very much eager to get the morning slots. Paano ito ma-apektuhan in online classes?
Sir, yung online engagement ng mga bata, sinabi natin na structured siya. So, we will follow the schedule of the section. So, if you belong to the morning section, ang teachers niyan ay naka-engage sa inyo during the time na naka-schedule yon. So, kung ano man ang schedule mo ng Monday, ang morning slot kasi natin, sir, ay 7 to 12:30. So, inaasahan na natin na yung mga sections ng morning, sila yung engaged dun sa 7 to 12:30. But that doesn't stop them, of course, if they still want to extend their learning in the afternoon, hindi naman po kayo pinipigilan. That you're very much open to do that. But what we're saying is, as far as the teachers' engagement with you, yung mga synchronous classes, you can expect that during the scheduled classes na naka-assign sa section ninyo. So, kasi syempre we have teachers assigned also in the afternoon sections. So, maaaring hindi ma-attend yung mga synchronous sessions ng morning section kapag nasa afternoon na sila. So, we will still follow the block schedule of these sections but following the synchronous and asynchronous learning schedule, sir.
Okay. Yeah, thank you very much for the clarification. So, ayun po, ganun po ang gagawin natin for the classes. And while I understand that you are expecting already the schedule, kagaya po ng mga typical na senior high school will be releasing the official class schedule before the start of classes. Even though viewable na po yon sa 1MCL, immediately after enrollment, yung may mga nagtatanong po dito, hindi namin mabuksan ng 1MCL. Ulitin ko lang, you can only access 1MCL once you have enrolled. Ang trigger niyan, ang sign niyan, once na kayo ay magbayad through our off-site payment channels, after 24 hours, your payment will be posted, and once it is posted, you will be tagged as enrolled student. And that's the time that you can check your 1MCL. Okay? So, para sa mga nagtatanong bakit hindi maka-access sa 1MCL ay dahil, kagaya ng sinabi ko, hindi natin kailangan ngayon yung 1MCL. We only need Blackboard Learn for the online submission of documents. And you can use 1MCL once you have enrolled. Meaning you have paid already, your payment has been posted, and after 24 hours, you can check 1MCL already. Ayan. There is no template of accident insurance. Meron po yan. Parang 9 or 10 forms na yung nakalagay sa Blackboard Learn as assignments. So, nandoon yung mga forms na required. Paki-check po yung Blackboard Learn. Ayan. How can I cancel if I applied for the scholarship? Hindi ko to magets. Is the SHS voucher required for scholarship? No, those are different things. Senior high school voucher is open to all. That you will apply it from PAYAC, Private Education Assistance Committee. Yung scholarship po sa MCL nyo i-apply. Again, deadline of application is, linawin natin, para hindi kayo maghintay ng matagal. Bukas, tomorrow, June 17, buwan, until July 17, that will be the application period for scholarship. June 15 to July 17. Once you apply, you will be required to take the qualifying exam on July 23, 2020. And yung result nun, we will release the results if you qualify for the scholarship. Kung kayo ay enrolled na at pumasa sa scholarship, we will deduct the value of the scholarship dun sa binayad ninyong amount. Kung may balance pa, i-apply natin yan dun sa balance. Kung overpayment naman, dahil nag-cash payment kayo, we will refund after after applying the value of the scholarship. So please remember the dates, June 17 to July 17, application period for scholarship. July 23 will be the qualifying exam. How to apply for the scholarship? We will be opening an electronic form via Blackboard Learn. All you need to do is to fill up that form, and once we get the personal info, we will notify you on details of the scholarship exam. Ayan. May we ask for your landline? Huwag na po tayong tumawag sa landline dahil offices are closed. Wala pong sasagot sa mga landline. Magagalit pa kayo sa akin dahil binigay-bigay ko tapos walang sumasagot. So, our numbers are posted here po. So, please text us and we will call you po. Ayan. So, hindi na po namin ini-encourage yung calls through landline dahil wala pong nakakasagot. Ayan. Okay, meron pa po ba tayong mga question? Meron pa ba? Kailan po ang release date ng SHS voucher? Wala po tayong katiyakan dahil kagaya po ng sinabi ko, Jerry, this is not from Jerry, this is from Adriel. SHS voucher is applied sa government. Hindi pa po ito nag-o-open. So, wala pa po tayong update kung kailan nila i-open. Ayan. So, is the BBL parent account can be accessed only when my child is enrolled? Yes po. Actually, hindi po kami nagbibigay ng parent account for BBL. Okay. Ang meron lang pong BBL account ay students. Meron po tayo parent portal, pero yun po ay hindi sa Blackboard Learn. Ayan.
Sir James?
Okay. So, I think po, yes.
Sir James, sorry, if I interrupt,
Yes,
regarding the BBL parent portal, that would be given, yes, that will be given after their child has been enrolled. Sorry, as their child is enrolled, we giving this platform so that parents can send also reply to them and reach to our parents. So, but right now, we have not opened that access yet because we are finalizing the enrollment. So, once the enrollment is finalized, then we can give that access. Thank you.
Ayan. Can we check Michael? Chinek daw niya, hindi pa rin daw niya makita yung personal accidents insurance form. So, paki-check what's happening kasi ang dami na nagpasa ng form, hindi daw niya makita yung form ng Malayan Insurance. Again, Gladys, the qualifying exam on July 23 is not online. That will be on-site. Dahil definitely po kailangan same time and same place lang makuha yung exam for scholarship. Otherwise, baka magkaroon tayo ng problem later with the results. So again, it's on-site. Okay? The qualifying exam for scholarship is on-site. We already submitted most of the documents except for the card, good moral, ESC voucher. Since our daughter's class still ongoing, as mentioned earlier, that we can proceed in enrolling. However, we're still not receiving the tuition enrollment assessment. Ayan po, pakihintay lang yan, Marky. Within the week, definitely will send that. Again, yung cost po ng delay ay yung pag-apply ng discounts as we only got the final word from DepEd that the senior high school will go fully online for this school year. May bayad po ba ang scholarship exam? Wala po. Basta po kayo ay online, nag-apply na online, hindi po kayo sisingilin ng scholarship exam. Lang po malinaw, Ang bibigyan lang po namin ng slot for the scholarship exam ay yung nasa blackboard na. Kasi ang pag-a-apply po ng scholarship exam ay through Blackboard Learn. So yung hindi pa enrolled sa aming enrollment management system, hindi po namin kayo mabibigyan ng opportunity to take the qualifying exam for the scholarship. Yeah. So dapat na kayo sa aming EMS or Enrollment Management System. All the details, time of the exam on July 23 will be posted in our Facebook page and in the announcements in Blackboard Learn. Ayan po. Pahintay po yan. ASAP will send that. If we send the ESC certificate along with the card and other requirements, then proceed with enrollment. Will the amount to be paid already deducted to ESC corresponding amount? Yes po, definitely. If you already have the ESC certification from the junior high school. Paano malalaman kung enrolled na? Pag kayo ay nakabayad na, allow 24 hours for your payment to be posted so that we can validate your enrollment. Ayan. Scholarship exam, online din po ba or face-to-face? This from Sherry. Again, that's face-to-face. ESC grantee po yung anak ko, automatic na po ba na mag-a-apply sa kanya? I-transfer po siya. Unfortunately po, when an ESC grantee moves from one school to another, hindi po nakakarry over ang voucher. Pakiklaro po yan dun sa kanyang previous school. Meron po kaming cases na hindi na-honor yung ESC or rather yung voucher niya ng senior high school nung lumipat siya ng school. Yan. Okay? So, thank you very much po for the questions. Again, our numbers are posted. You can call our enrollment advisors and our admissions team members so that your questions may be attended to instantly. Ayan po yung mga numbers namin na posted. So, ang pinakamarami yata nating participant ay 158 for this session of Viewpoints, our online discussion with parents. And I would like to highlight our team for admissions year 2020-2021 that's surpassing limits of the new normal right here. So definitely po, there are a lot of adjustments that we need to do as we face the new normal in education for both senior high school and college. And we are very happy that you joined us for Viewpoints so that we can discuss what Malayan Colleges Laguna and Mapua School can offer for this new normal education. And hopefully po, at the end of this school year, we can say that we were able to surpass the limits of the new normal. So yung mga questions and mga issues po natin about paano magbayad, gusto ko pang mag-over the counter sa MCL, sarado. Ito po ay new normal na, and I think we need to adjust on these conditions para po tayo ay makatawid dito sa new normal education that we are facing. And MCL is very much ready to accommodate parents and students and assist you on the remote enrollment process. So please get in touch with us so that we can properly help you dun po sa mga concerns ninyo. So, ang challenge po sa ating mga learners ngayon ay kung paano tayo magiging komportable sa online learning because that is what the new normal is all about. Ang challenge po para sa mga parents ay paano po natin susuportahan yung adjustment ng bata for the online learning that we need to accept and we need to give chance. Ang challenge po para sa eskwelahan ay paano po maghahanda para sa new normal education. And we at Malayan Colleges Laguna, we are not saying that we have perfectly readied ourselves, but what we can assure you is that every day is a readying opportunity for all of us to accommodate students and parents under the new normal condition. So, tulungan na lang po tayo sa bagay na yan. At kaya po tayo merong viewpoints is for our perspectives, our views to meet at a certain point so that we can level expectations and we can always improve day by day as things unfold paano natin mai-improve po yung learning delivery. So maraming salamat po for joining us, for almost 160 participants na nag-join sa ating Viewpoints. Again, we'll have another session, but this time it will be for college. That's on June 20, 2020, this coming Saturday, wherein we'll be talking about the business programs. So yung interesado sa accountancy, accounting information system, entrepreneurship, business administration, hospitality management, tourism management, yan po ay mga programs under the E.T. Yuchenko College of Business of Malayan Colleges, Laguna. And we'll have the Dean of the college this coming Saturday. So please join us for another session of Viewpoints. Pangako po namin, all the recordings of Viewpoint sessions will be posted in our website, and that's also stored in our YouTube channel. So pwede nyo pong balikan doon kung meron kayong na-miss na mga information and discussions. Yan po ay nasa YouTube channel ng MCL. So on behalf of our President and the President also of Mapua University, Dr. Reynaldo V. Bea, our administrators, faculty members, employees, our admissions team, and all our more than 5,000 students, maraming salamat po for taking time to join us for Viewpoints and signifying your interest to join us in the growing community of Malayan Colleges, Laguna, Mapua School. So ingat po kayo. The general community quarantine has been extended until the end of the month, but our remote enrollment is in place. Our dynamic admissions team and enrollment advisors, pwede nyo po silang i-reach from time to time if you have concerns on enrollment. Nakapost po ang aming mga contact numbers. And sana po at the end of this school year, masabi natin that we were able to surpass the limits of the new normal right here at Malayan Colleges, Laguna. Maraming salamat po for joining us and keep safe.